I'm Loren Gailey, and I've got an update. The Earth's frequency is literally raising. On Easter 2017, the Schumann resonance hit an all-time high of 90 hertz. This is very interesting because it used to hang out about 7 to 8.3 hertz. That is the heartbeat of the Earth. In 2014, it increased significantly to 14 to 16 hertz. And then in January, at the end of January 2017, this jumped to 36 to 50 hertz, which is quite amazing. Our frequency is raising, and we are here to add the light to the world and increase this frequency as well. The Schumann resonance spiked to 90 hertz on Easter Sunday, April 16th, and then jumped to 77 hertz 3 days later, April 19th. This during a time of increased solar flare activity and ongoing efforts by light workers and New Earth grid workers who've been working to amplify the light of the crystalline grid. Spiritual teachers and healers say this is scientific proof of the higher frequencies arriving on Earth and the shift in consciousness that's underway. Here's Christoph Melchizedek of the Institute of Divine Potential.
This is fascinating because people may be aware that historically this has been around about the 7.83 was usually the frequency. It was usually at 7.83, and it has risen to the 15 to 25 hertz level over these last years, and it had spiked from anywhere from 35, 36 up to 50 was the largest spike. This is quite a unusual situation that was happening to the Earth because this is a direct marker that the Earth's frequency is speeding up. This, of course, impacts all of our individual biorhythms, our physiology, and everything that is happening in the field, obviously. So through these quickening pulsations, these spikes, this acceleration is continuing to affect especially light workers who are sensitive to these things. They can feel how this magnetic field is actually shifting, and this is creating obviously the template for the changes. This is changing what's happening to our hologram, because this Schumann resonance is literally like the blueprint, the base note of the frequency wave on our planet, and that is shifting by the sound of it very quickly.
Catherine Parker, founder of Resonance Alchemy, says as Gaia raises her vibration, so do we. And this is a huge opportunity for personal and planetary transformation.
We're just truly going through a major transformation here. The sun, of course, and the solar flares are very much a part of really bringing this higher vibrational energy onto the planet. And Gaia herself is absolutely raising her vibration. And we pretty much are not having much of a choice but to raise our own vibration. But of course, it's an incredible opportunity that's coming at us from the universe at large. The galactic whole is supporting us in this frequency shift, this raising of our vibration.
Higher frequencies can also be turbulent, as lower frequencies of fear, anxiety, anger, frustration will all be revealed for conscious clearing.
So many of us are going through some very intense things right now as part of this process, and this is really very natural. As we raise our vibration, whatever is not in sync with that, whatever is not in resonance with that higher vibration will naturally come up to the surface to be cleared. But it brings it all up into consciousness. So whatever parts of ourself are not in tune with these higher dimensional, higher vibrational energies, it's going to be our opportunity to face those, to really experience them so we can clear them.
These higher frequencies are a natural purification process to pull out the shadow aspects.
There's a law at play known as harmonic induction, And what this means, if you were to talk about music, if you were to hit a middle C on a piano, all other middle Cs would vibrate because there's a resonance. It's a concept in healing when you're taking something that has a higher frequency, and in an individual, you can pull out of the field things that are accessed at a lower frequency, which means, you're pulling out, the lower frequencies in terms of perhaps discordant thought forms and heavy emotions. So if people's individual hologram, which is residing now in a faster field of energy, well, this faster field of energy that we're swimming in, that we are living in, is naturally, organically, without people even needing to do anything, pulling out the shadow aspects, the pieces of our consciousness we do not like to see, we do not like to look at, we perhaps are not aware of. These are the older aspects from our past conditioning that have not yet been resolved, that are still resonating, that are still vibrating at a lower frequency, are now coming up to the surface for clearing. So do know that this is all natural part of the symptoms which are part of the purification process of coming into these higher crystalline frequencies. Please do not, beat yourself up and say, oh, I'm actually going backwards. No, actually, this faster frequency is doing the job of pulling these things dormant in your surface, in your consciousness, in your hologram, up to the surface so they can be cleared for your hologram completely. So you just have to ride through the bumpiness that comes from these things, and just know that it is an absolutely normal part of the personal evolution process on your path of ascension.
So as you move through these energies, stay centered in your sacred heart, breathe deeply, surrender to divine will, and follow your intuition. All of these aspects are coming online as our consciousness increases. Christoph Melchizedek says all of these energetic upgrades have indeed ensured Gaia's ascension.
There have been a number of energetic occurrences since the end of 2012, 2013, which have meant a guarantee of Earth's pathway, which was not obviously available for Earth. We were not guaranteed to have an ascending planet before the end of 2012, the start of 2013. We were a descending planet. That means our frequency was not going to be ascending. The planet was not on track to make that leap. And then there were a couple of major energetic, free passes and things that were established in our planetary architecture that ensured that this was going to happen. And this was mainly the activation of the planetary crystal cathedral network that ensured that enough plasma now was coming into the Earth internally and through the stargates to ensure that our planet was on track to be, making those dimensional shifts.
For the full quantum conversation with both Christoph Melchizedek and Catherine Parker, visit acoustichealth.com and register for free daily shows of quantum conversations to assist you in raising your vibration, opening your heart, and expanding consciousness. Thank you for watching this update from acoustichealth.com and Quantum Conversations. Namaste.